Okay, voice and game audio. Good. Just move some windows around. Oh. Head on. Yep, head on. Bit of noise while I check mic's in place. Definitely in place. Hands on. The castle's so cool. Makes my attempt at building a thing pathetic. Okay. Let's do this. So, as tends to happen on a Saturday, I've spent quite a bit of time in VR today, between other things. You know, housework, going out for a run, that kind of stuff. I spent an obscene amount of time in Blade and Sorcery today. Mostly because I finally got around to installing the Star Wars mod. And that's just, too much fun. Way too much fun. For anyone who may have watched the previous stream or whatever, it seems like we've got to the bottom of what this is about. I'm going to leave this here. This is now going to be a fixture in my world from now on. But it seems like the position I had that in, somewhere up here, I think it was like the 10th place or something like that, I can't remember. But watching back through the video, we could see the moment that whatever that was, and it turns out that that's this stuff, natural stone floor. It was just another 50 of it to start off with. We could see the moment in my stream where it changed, and it was when I was buggering around with the shoulder slots, moving stuff about. So yeah, basically it's a bug in the game that managed to inadvertently tickle. Right, I'm just going to offload a couple of things in chests. It's getting very foggy up here because it's raining. Well, cloudy, foggy. I mean, fog is cloud that you're in, right? I'm just going to offload a bunch of stuff because I want to go down to that cliffside and do a little bit more digging it out, which does mean I'm going to end up collecting more stone, but that's okay. Why have I got one? Let's put that there anyway. I don't think I need any dirt. I'm actually going to offload the dirt. What else we got? More stone there. Offload that there. I'm actually going to offload those. They can live there. Okay, got a couple of crystals. That'll do. Right, I just want to go and extend the thing in the cliffside a little bit. It seems to get stuck in the ground. Seems to be happening a wee bit more at the moment. I don't expect I will be very long in here tonight. I actually came in a lot later than I normally would. I mean, more often than not of late, I haven't come in on a Saturday anyway. I tend to have Friday and Saturdays off. Off. It's not like it's a job or whatever. But they're the evenings, certainly Friday night, where I tend to have a couple of beers, watch a movie, that kind of thing. But I'm trying to restrict having a couple of beers just to Friday night at the moment. So, given I haven't had a drink this evening, and I wasn't watching a movie, because I was watching some more of that Invasion on Apple TV Plus with dinner and everything. I thought, not really doing anything, so I'll come in and play a bit of this. I think I just saw. Yes, I did. Hey, there we go. Actually, it wasn't that I wasn't doing anything. I was doing something. Because I was actually editing a video or two. Now, so yeah, I did some video recording today, obviously, hence playing Blade and Sorcery and stuff like that. Anyway, so actually, I think I decided, let's actually do this. I think I want to come in one. Again, need another torch out. Which is fine. I'll actually put that there. I'll go there. So now come in one. There we go. I think I've got this right. Let's put a torch there so I can see what I'm doing. Now I may actually delete some of this stone as I go, because I don't really have much need for any at the moment. So I've definitely decided as well with this thing, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with it and why, but I know what I'm going to do with it in as much as my plan of trying to tunnel right round the time to come in, basically 9:30. Okay, cool. My plan of coming in, coming around the cliff, tunneling all the way round, is still on. So hang on, let me just, well, no, that isn't what I wanted. I wanted that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got that, and then 1, 2, 3, yeah, okay. So I'm going to go, that's going to be the next window. I'm actually going to do one run down here rather than, whoa, oh for goodness sake, I was trying to point, rather than doing one layer here, one layer over there. Oh, I should put some stone in a slot. There we go. Rather than doing, one block layer here, one block layer there, one block layer here, one block layer there, like I was doing before, which made sense when it was all about resource gathering. Now I'm going to just dig my way through. So 1, 2. I can, as usual, I can hear my fan going crazy because I'm digging. Seems to be a thing. I don't know if it's the sparks or the fact that I've got so many loose blocks out or something like that. Okay, swap you out. So yeah, weirdly, I suppose it's not that weird, but installing the outer rim into Blade and Sorcery, that's the first time I've actually modded a VR game. Well, you know, installed a mod for a VR game anyway. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It's probably the first time I've installed a mod for a game anyway that wasn't something you could just install from the Steam Workshop. At least, you know, for a long time. I tend to find most games have easily enough, you know, content to keep me entertained anyway. And, you know, goodness knows Blade and Sorcery does. It's just such a great piece of VR. But it was the Star Wars mod that pushed me over the edge for buying the game itself anyway. So I had to give it a go. I'm so glad I did. It's just terrifying how much fun it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that goes up there. Right, so we've gone a bit further. I do believe probably want to actually go in again. Looking at that. I think I'm going to keep going that way for the moment. Do I want to curve in? Yeah, I think I want to curve in again. So that's going to be... why am I doing that? That's what I want. Don't. Oops. And then in one, like that. And then this becomes a window. Perfect. That's kind of what I want. Clear some of that away. Can't actually see any. Don't know if there's anything around there. I did notice that Blade and Sorcery also seems to have a Quest version. I don't know how much overlap there is with the PCVR version. I don't know if it's like what's the big gun shoot game that I've enjoyed? I've forgotten the damn name of it. And they seem to go off and not really do much with the PCVR version, and they came up with a Quest version, which seems to have proved quite popular, and quite rightly so, because it's actually a great game. But the Quest 2 version and the PCVR version are understandably quite different. Yeah, same idea, same look, mostly, I think. But very different kind of content from what I can gather. So I'm wondering if it's a similar state of affairs with Blade and Sorcery between the PCVR version and the Quest 2 version. Okay. Yes, it's looking good. Ah, hang on. Did I just... I did. Kind of want it like that, I think. Ah, no, I kind of skipped 2 there, didn't I? Let's just get rid of that for a second. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I could actually stay on the same. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Should have got rid of that. There we go. Need to be really careful because that's just a straight drop down there. So hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually, let's fill that back up again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm making these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I want to go. Now I may have made a problem for myself there. Maybe not. I may have just got away with it. If I get rid of that there, yes, cool. So what I should be able to do is, let's go up like that, and then we're going to come in. I think the thing here is to not get too precious about making it perfect. It's kind of roughly following the curve of the cliff. I get a bit too caught up in trying to make things fully symmetrical. Which is why I liked actually making the tower look a little bit odd. But, you know, that I built upstairs, part way up. Kind of breaking that habit. Right, so definitely want to come in here. So I think what I'm going to do is, whoa, not that, I want that. Bring that up there, and bring that up there. And then it's going to be one in. There. I realise I made that 2, which I didn't do there, but I kind of did do there. I think I'm okay with that. So put a torch there. And 1. 2. 3. 4. 'Just check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next one is going to be. Right, let's just pick this lot up so it's out of the way. suspect that is my inventory full. Definitely a lot more forgiving about deleting these days. I'm sure I read something in one of the release notes about it being a bit more forgiving in terms of your aim. It's great for those of us who don't have the steadiest of hands. Right, so we've got this correct. Didn't want to be doing this in the dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just take that up a bit. Right. That's kind of a drop of doom in front of me, so I'm glad I'm kind of doing this when it's quite dark. It would have been nice if I had a good crystal on me in the bucket, so I didn't have to lean out quite so much. Let's just swap over. This is fine, this is fine, I'm not terrified. There we go. Look okay? I think that works. Oops. It's got a bit stuck then. Go back outside and see how far I've got in a moment. Not sure how long I'm going to do this. I'm definitely not going to make it terribly late one. Especially given the clocks go forward at 1 AM. So you kind of lose an hour's sleep, as it were. So I don't want to be massively late to bed. Does that look like that goes in 1 or 2? No, I think it goes in 1. Just need to go in again. That's actually not looking too bad. I'm kind of liking how that works. It's a bit rough. By the looks of things, I'm going to go in 1 more, and then there's quite a run. Yeah. This one's actually going to dip in very quickly by the looks of things. Let's have these out while I'm here. Really? Inventory's full? No, I didn't want that, I wanted that. There we go. Anything else? Don't think so. don't think so. So let's take this one back one. So yeah, Invasion on Apple TV Plus. I'm not sure what I make of it. It's kind of been okay, but we got to the point where I feel like they've been far too coy about the aliens. You do kind of get to see something, but it's still not clear if or what they really are. And there was also a incident in the bit I was watching tonight where suddenly there's these guys who are trying to kill other people for reasons that really didn't quite seem obvious to me. I feel like the storytelling in it's a bit messy. And there's some massive overlaps with the take on the War of the Worlds I was watching from previous to this. It was from 2018. Some definite sort of coincidences in the story. And yeah, you know, obviously, the War of the Worlds is probably one of the, if not the prototype, first contact alien invasion story. But the version of the War of the Worlds I was watching a while back was, it had no real obvious connection to the Wells story, as I was saying at the time, but had a slight sort of inspired by, and actually, without spoiling it, the actual twist makes it even more remote from the original Wells story, in a good way. But yeah, this invasion, which post-dates that version of the War of the Worlds, as far as I can tell. 1, 2, 4, go back one more. Has some very coincidental overlaps in some of the themes in the story, I'd say. And I don't know if it was influenced in some way, or if there is some connection or overlap, or if it's just one of those things where you get this with movies, at least. If you think of there's certainly been times where you've had more than one movie has come out at the same time that's very similar or covers a very similar subject, and it's not that it's not a cash-in thing. It just so happens that there's been this thing going around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we go back one. That's going to be hopefully, yeah, that will work. There's been coincidental production of stuff. Isn't that a proper name for it? I can't remember what it is. So I mean, I'm thinking of Deep Impact and Armageddon, for example. It's not the only ones, but I can't remember any other examples. But yeah, where you get two very similar movies coming out in the same year or about the same time, covering the same kind of subject. But there wasn't direct copying. And of course, what with pandemic and things, you can't always know when things were first created and the like, and how long they were set in production, pre-production. Although, yeah, the other War of the Worlds was from 2018, whereas this Invasion thing's much sooner. Hey Stone, how's it going? But yeah, I found it coincidentally interesting that there are story beats between the two TV shows that are very, very similar. So my point about movies that come out at similar times being the same is, you know, sometimes you just do get coincidental story, yeah, actually coincidental story beats as opposed to actual copying or anything. But yeah, I think I got one episode left to watch. I'm enjoying it, but I don't know. I feel it has issues. I feel like it's a bit too coy about some things. The pacing of some things is a bit wrong. I feel like something about the stuff that Apple is, because I think it's an Apple original. I think there's something about the stuff they're making on the whole isn't quite working for me. About the only thing that I've watched that Apple have made is For All Mankind. And the only thing I've watched that I thought was, you know, really worth my time and really, you know, really good was For All Mankind, and that's been exceptional. It's just such a great idea. Good acting, good special effects, all that kind of stuff. And I haven't really come across anything else that's an Apple original catches my eye quite the same. Okay, this is sort of working. This is working. What time is it? Shall I go one more? Should I go one more this way? I'm not sure if I need to come in one. I think I do. Oh yeah, I definitely do. Whoops. Oh, I need to come in two. Should I come in one or come in two? No, I think I'll need to go in two there. Let's try it. I can always repair it. I don't know, two feels a bit much though. Let's just knock through here. See where this takes us. Ah, no, I definitely need to come in two, don't I? Okay. Yeah, let's fill that back. Definitely come in two. I should have trusted myself. 1, 2. So it's going to be... Oh, no, I didn't want that. Hey, come on, get your act together, Dave. Let's just go there a second. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that actually comes in quite a bit. Wasn't expecting that to come in quite as much as it did suddenly. Well, it was kind of hard to see properly from where I was stood. Whoops. Ah, it's okay. It's not like I'm not going to be digging that out anyway. Oh, stop telling me about the crystal hint. I know. I'm in the bloody 100-hour club. I know. Put you out there. Did I just see a block all the way over there? I did. There we go. Oh, stop running away. Get back. Oh, I'm going to be so thrown off with the clock change in the morning. At least I don't share my home with children or animals anymore. I used to years ago. It always made for a fun morning. Right. Let's just figure out where I'm at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this. Ah, yeah, that's going to work. Oops. One year. Right, let me just check again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to be up there. I think I'll put you there. There we go. That makes sense. Yay. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I need to go 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I do. There. And do it here. There we go. Oop, that went a bit weird. Yay. Hey Albert, what am I making? What am I making? That's actually a very good question because I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be yet. But it's a thing inspired by my friend and workmate who sometimes pops in on chat and stream, Mariella, and looking at, actually it wasn't even this cliff, I don't think, it was a cliff, what was it, this cliff? I can't remember. No, I think it was that cliff over there, because I was making that bridge and all that kind of stuff. This one's actually an even better one. And she commented that like what would look cool on a cliff is the kind of cliffside tunnels you get in Italy and or Sicily, that kind of thing, where you can drive along and the sides are slightly open, it's going through the side of a mountain, that kind of thing. I'm thinking of it as the kind of thing that you see at the start of the best car movie ever made, The Italian Job. And so I'm kind of making something sort of influenced by that. Quite why I'm doing that, I don't know. It's not like I'm going to be able to drive cars around it or anything. But it just felt like a cool thing to do. And because I've finished now, and I think I can actually see it from down here. Whoa, stuck. There we go. But, oh yeah, you can. So I've been building lots and lots and lots up on the top of the cliff and built that big tower keep kind of thing, and it wanted lots of stone. And this is the bridge over from the spiral staircase that's closest to the top. Recently I've been building this just to actually get the stone. I think I'm inclined to actually step that back one just to make it look less narrow. Yeah, there we go. But I've got most of the stone I want for the build at the top at the moment. So I'm... come back here. Where did you go? So I'm carrying on with making it, because the plan is with this is I think this is a fairly narrow cliff. I'm not entirely sure how deep it is. Well, I'm kind of aware of how deep it is because of course I'm building on top of it, so it's not terribly deep. So my plan is to kind of go all the way round the end, and go all the way around the other side and come back and have it meet up here again. So I'll end up with, yeah, kind of, oh, I can see the likeness, looks cool. Oh, cool, thank you. The idea, yeah, is to go all the way around and, yeah, basically have a racetrack, as it were. It won't have an actual use or purpose, but, yeah, I kind of feel like it'd be fun just to just to have built it, really. I'm minded to actually at some point dig up the floor one level, and there is an asphalt. There we go. There's a cracked asphalt texture, so I'm thinking I might put that down on the floor. Yeah, make it actually road-like. Don't know if there's something else that would work for the walls. Maybe I should make something. Oh, excuse me, itchy chin. Maybe I should make something for the walls. I keep threatening to actually make a custom block just for the fun of it. What time is it? Okay. I think I may go back one more level, or dig one more deeper, and then maybe call it a night. As I said, it was going to be a short stream tonight, so I think I can get away with going in one. Or do I need to step in two again? No, I think I only need to step in one this time. And then, oh, hang on, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, oh, I may just get away with it. Let's try it. Whoa, I leant forward a bit as I was moving then. Moving a bit too fast, I think. Oh, I tell you. So I keep talking about Blade and Sorcery this evening because I've been playing so much of it today, and I'm actually so impressed at how playable it is in a very small play space. There we go. I mean, my play space is, let's have a look. So, put you about there. No, put you about, yeah, ish there. So if you draw a line across there, as wide as this, and to about there. So I don't have a massive play space, and I've got TV in front of me. Kind of just beyond my hand there is a TV, oh, I didn't notice that they. What's that all about? Never noticed them kind of change. Huh? Never noticed them kind of change pattern or something. What was I saying? So yeah, I have a fairly small play space. I'm going to be careful what I can hit and everything. And so playing Blade and Sorcery quite a bit. I'm actually impressed at just how playable it is in a small play space, even though you're kind of frantically swinging around and running around and stuff like that. Right, yeah, 1, 2. But I am so surprised that I've been able to play it quite so much and get really quite into it, and I've yet to actually fall over or do myself an injury. I think that says a lot about how well made that game is. I mean, it probably says something about how used to VR I am these days as well. Damn, it's so much fun. I'm so glad that I find it comfortable to play. Gotta get someone to make a car mod. Oh, yes, of course. Even if it's kind of like a Flintstone car or something. That's probably a bit too old style for this. We need something like a medieval take on a car. Yeah, a car mod would be so cool. This is kind of thing, you know, like, it makes me want to have multiplayer, because then we could, you know, have a bunch of us having races and everything, and making it kind of narrow enough, you know, there's only so much space to overtake and all that kind of thing. Be a bit like racing at Monaco or something like that. It's all about getting your moment. Oh, no, I didn't want that. Wanted that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that's going to be the last bit of window. And then this is going to be pillar adjacent. Let's delete some more stuff. And delete plenty of stone here. I've got so much now and I'm not using it. There we go, will do. Let's tidy this lot out. Oh, I wanted you. Oh, let's just ignore the big drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that goes up there, and I think we'll do that just to complete that. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Let's put the torch out so I can see what we're doing. And this is going to want to come back 1. There we go. Yep, we're probably all looking forward to when multiplayer gets made. Yeah, I can absolutely see some really daft things happening, some fun builds, and I think there's something about a shared world in which it's not all made for you. It's, you know, if you're missing lots of potential game mechanics that can come along in the future, people are inventive and people are smart and people are silly, and they end up creating, yeah, clever and silly games to keep themselves going. So, you know, even if, suppose, you know, multiplayer turned up before there was some kind of combat mechanic or something like that. I'm not saying that's how it should work or anything like that, but I'm, you know, just saying, like, imagine that was a thing. I can imagine the fun that would be had just, you know, with sort of speed building competitions, or, you know, speed mining, or, yeah, all that kind of stuff. Who can fill a chest with wood faster than everyone else? Stuff like that. And yeah, silly races around racetracks would certainly work. Okay, let's have those out. May as well have the coal. There we go. Okay. What time is it? I think I may actually call that an evening. I just wanted a quick little dip in. As I say, kind of tired today, or this evening. It's been a long, busy day in a good way. And yeah, like I was saying, clock's going forward and stuff, so I probably shouldn't be stupidly late to bed. That looks so pretty. That looks so pretty. So let's have a look. Yay! Yeah, this is going to work quite well, I think. Yeah, I think that just taking that bit out there made some sense. Right, I think I'll park myself back up at the top. I feel like I've abandoned my original base now, which is all the way down there. Can't see. It's down there somewhere. Whoa, felt really unsteady for a moment then. Again, yeah, I talk about it so often, but there's just something about this game and heights. So earlier today, as I said earlier, I was mucking about with the Outer Rim mod for Blade and Sorcery and discovered the sort of Mandalorian jetpack. I put it on just for the extra holster space and everything, mucking about, couldn't figure out how to actually, or if you could even use the jetpack. And then in the middle of a fight, suddenly accidentally activated the jetpack and was flying with it. And I mean, it took me by surprise, so there was just a moment of, whoa, why am I in the sky? I'm stood up and everything, but like, you know, there I was, stood up and flying. And I've never played any game where that involves flying. Stood up, I always sit down for flying games, you know, flight sims and stuff makes sense anyway. But yeah, for a moment I was flying with the Mandalorian jetpack and that, and it kind of didn't feel like that big a deal. There's just something about heights in this thing. This game in particular really gets to me. It's definitely very motivational to be able to play with others. Very pretty. Oh yeah, the view down there is pretty. Yeah, there is. I'm kind of one of those people who prefers solo games. In most cases, I have a couple of, you know, like things like what is it, Pavlov and stuff like that. You can kind of go online and battle it out with other folk and everything. And I haven't even tried the actual online co-op or PvP or whatever it is with that yet. There is. I've played the kind of single player things in there and I quite like that. I keep meaning to actually do it, but I just generally people are just like annoying on the internet. So if you can find a good group of folk who you know realise you get on with, then I can enjoy it. You know, and definitely like on the Cube Discord, there's such a good group of people. I can see Cube servers and everything actually being a really enjoyable experience. But yeah, I'm always in two minds about playing stuff with other folk. I'm a bit of a grumpy old loner, really. Liking this. But yeah, I am actually, yeah, this is one of the few games where I'm genuinely looking forward to actually being in a giant server and building stuff with other folk, because I can see, you know, if you get with some like-minded people, you can have so much fun and build some really pretty things. I look forward to it. I kind of think of it as, you know, all my years in Second Life. Second Life is mostly full of people who I don't like and, you know, wouldn't get on with. They're just annoying people. But that's like life in general anyway. But over the years, I've definitely had fun creating and building with like-minded people. So it's always been a great experience. I can see it being totally the same with this. Get with a good group of folk and have fun making cool things. Oh, I feel so unsteady, stood on a wall, looking up like that. My brain fills in so much in this game, it's great. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on. I'm afraid I need to go. Thanks for being here. I'm trying to decide how to pronounce your name properly. Albert, is it Albert BZ? Do forgive me if I'm butchering your name. I'm always terrible at reading names. But thank you for being here anyway, and if you're still out there, Stone, thanks for dropping by. Hope your Saturdays are treating you well. If there's anyone else out there actually watching this, thank you for watching at the moment, and if you happen to catch the recording of this at some point in the future, thanks for watching that as well. I'll see everyone later. Goodbye. And sorry about the noise that's about to happen. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that was my knees. VR face. I've got a bad case of VR face.